Imagine a mass deportation policy taking effect. States like California, Texas, Florida, New York, and Arizona would feel the brunt of it. California, with its vast undocumented population, relies on immigrant labor in agriculture and construction. A sudden loss of this workforce would lead to severe labor shortages, crippling the economy. Texas, too, would face disruption in its agricultural and retail sectors, where many undocumented workers play vital roles. Florida's tourism and hospitality industries, heavily dependent on immigrant labor, would struggle to fill positions, impacting local economies. In New York, especially in bustling New York City, essential industries like construction and restaurants would be hit hard, leading to economic fallout. Arizona, with its agricultural reliance on undocumented workers, would see rural areas suffer significantly. Families with mixed immigration status would face heartbreaking separations, creating social challenges that ripple through communities. The political, economic, and social consequences would be profound, reshaping the fabric of these states and the lives of countless individuals. If a mass deportation policy were implemented, the states most impacted would likely be those with the highest populations of undocumented immigrants, particularly in terms of labor force participation, family structures, and community support systems. Here are some states that could be significantly affected. California. With one of the largest undocumented populations in the U.S., California's economy heavily depends on immigrant labor, especially in agriculture, construction, and service industries. A large-scale deportation could cause a severe labor shortage and negatively impact the state's economy and social services. Texas. Texas also has a significant undocumented immigrant population, many of whom contribute to the state's workforce in agriculture, construction, and retail. Deportations would likely disrupt these sectors and lead to economic difficulties in many communities. Florida. Florida has a large immigrant population, particularly from Latin America. Many undocumented workers contribute to industries like agriculture, tourism, and hospitality. Deportations would strain the state's labor market and impact local economies. New York. New York, particularly New York City, has a high percentage of undocumented immigrants working in essential industries such as construction, restaurants, and transportation. Deportations would have a major effect on these sectors and the state's economy. Arizona. Arizona has a large number of undocumented immigrants, especially from Mexico, who work in agriculture and construction. Deportations could severely impact the state's economy, particularly in rural areas dependent on immigrant labor. In all of these states, families with mixed immigration status, where some members are undocumented, could also face significant social challenges, including the separation of family members. The political, economic, and social fallout would likely be profound in these areas, especially in communities that rely heavily on immigrant populations.